So this morning I received an alert in one of my accounts. The account I actually posted on this YouTube channel for people that want to donate, for my favorite drinks, which is Guinness Stout and Red Bull. So I received an alert which shows someone deposited some money. Even on the title of the listing showed it said donated for your start. When I got this, so and then I received email. So the person said he was the one that sent the small donation. So I want me to use it for my Guinness Stout. It basically says stout, not Red Bull. So and just mention a few things like that. He also wanted to thank me for my courage, for speaking up on some of the things a lot of men are scared to talk about, especially Nigerian men. So that the donation was just to encourage me in doing what I do. And so, okay, thank you. So as you can see, there are quite a number of them inside here. So I really appreciate it. So I wanted just to show it on this video so that you guys will know that it's real. So I know eventually you're going to watch this video. I'm talking to the person that sent me the donation. So thank you. I can see I've gotten it. So okay, let me drop inside the boot because I barely carry anything. Okay, actually I'm inside this what's called Nest Cash and Carry here in Abuja. So okay, so your donation, not just donation, the mail you sent, things you said here actually inspired me to do this video that I'm about to do, or not to talk about the subject I want to actually I want to talk about in this video. That is sort of okay. Yeah, I don't want all this copyright strike. Otherwise, I would have let my Tupac on. I always play it when I'm driving or any other song that interests me. Okay, so so there's this guy that I met, when was that? I know it wasn't this year. And it's very tight. Let me see. Okay, that. But okay. Okay, so there's this guy. I met him. He was a classmate. We were in the same seminary institution, and I think I left before him. I left seminary in 1995. What is it? 95 or 96? I think 96. I forgot it. I don't 95 or 96, any of them anyway. So I left before him. So I met him. Well, let's just say recently. I can't just pinpoint the particular month or time, but recently I met him. So here in Abuja, so we were talking. He now said, the conversation now led to, are you married? Are your kids? I told him no, that I'm a monk. I was like, wow. I think I've said something, I've done a video on this before. So he said, he's actually the same, that he doesn't want to get married or have kids, and he just want to live a celibate life all to the remaining of his life. So, and he has never met any Nigerian who actually say it, proudly, that this is his life choice. But then he was concerned. He was concerned that doesn't know how to be telling people that he's a monk. Even his family members, he's still finding it difficult to express to them why he made that choice. And so he just couldn't understand how I have the courage to be telling people that I'm a monk. Let's just put it like that, So, which actually what inspired me to do this video, even though I think I've done something like that before, but just want to talk more about it. Why would you feel ashamed to tell the world you are a monk or you are a celibate? As in, why? I understand why people don't want to do it, but I don't understand. It's just that I don't see why men will be so scared not to offend any other man. Because most times you know that they don't want to say it so that people don't feel offended, or they don't want to say it so that people will not reject them, or people will not want to associate with them anymore, or people will not. They don't want people to start looking at them as if they have some mental issues, or for whatever reason. I'm like, why do you care so much about what somebody or some people who are not even sure that might even live? They are not sure that they can even breathe the next moment. Maybe that time you are telling them might be the last time they will ever see you in this physical life. They may not even live to wake up the next morning, and you are so worried about what they think. Oh, come on. I don't know why men feel so much about other people's acceptance for them to live. I understand that. Okay, let's just try it this way. What is wrong with being a monk or being a celibate? Maybe if I say, I know some people, when you say that, use that word monk, they try not to even understand. What is wrong in being a celibate? Okay, I understand that those of us, myself and that guy, we are trained in seminary institutions, so it may not be a problem for us to actually live this lifestyle. When you go through that formation in life through seminary institution, I'm talking about Catholic seminary. I don't know if there's any other institution aside Catholic system that's called seminary. So, they train you so much that you find out that this system is just here. It's just one of the natural instincts in man, which you can control. You can decide whether to go into that act or not, or react to it or not. It's just about here. It's just an instinct. It's an instinct in every man. Yeah, I know the drive, the sex drive is very, very high in men. But then it's just like I said, it's still something you decide what to do with it. And that training they will go through, sometimes you get a point, your definition of it even decide whether you even get that urge most of the time. So I wonder why people feel it. Like I said, people that do not pass through some of that kind of training or formation may not really understand what I'm saying. To them, how can a man not... or how can a man be able to subdue the sexual urge? I wouldn't understand if you didn't pass through that training. So who am I to start judging you? Even though most of the people that even to say, have the issue with men who don't who are monks or celibates are the one even judge more than every other person, you know. So yes, sex is just a mind thing you can you know, decide to react to. Your penis is just one part of your body. It's just a natural part of your body. So it doesn't mean that is what is controlling the entire part of your body. Everything is your brain. As you are doing it, you decide. As I'm doing like this, it's my brain, I'm just reflecting. So I can choose not to do this. I can choose not to use my leg to walk, even though I have that urge to walk. I can choose. Let me put it another way. For example, men, you know, we have this natural instinct to be protective, you know, to protect our environment, to protect what we care about, to protect, you know, it's just in us. You can't deny it. It's, like I say, it's an instinct. It's masculine instinct in every man. The best you can do is to lie to yourself. I know a lot of men have been emasculated and everything, but nature always take control or supersede all that, you know. So it's something in us. But then, even though we have that natural instinct, but we choose not to act on it, or we choose not to use it. For example, if you really want to tell yourself the truth, since you have that instinct, what stops you every night you come out of your house to guard the compound? You stay awake all night to protect your family or whatever, or you even volunteer to every night or every this thing you go out to defend your country. That's what, like I said, is a natural instinct for men to defend what is weak, defend of something that can, if just to defend something you care about, or just to defend or to protect. I don't know, however I want to put it, is in every man. But we choose not to act on it for some reasons. For example, it's possible, maybe you pay a security to do that. So you choose not to use yours. Let somebody else do it. Likewise, some people choose to do it by going into the military or police force or every other paramilitary, you know, whatever, to do support, provide some kind of protection for the community, the country, the families, and environment. So it's the same thing with you. You can also choose, since the natural sex drive is there, you can also choose not to use it. It's all about choice, how you control it. If you maybe it's not that, like I said, some people who didn't go through the training or how you can actually, or what how you can control your sexual drive. You know, they tend not to understand. It's just a natural thing. So when people try to, if you're afraid that people are going to criticize you, that you can control it, I honestly don't know what else to say. You know. Yeah, so some people, I know, so because no matter what, there have to be some men. They exist outside Nigeria. All you need, I mean, you see a lot of men, they just there are a lot of monks. It's just that probably they don't call themselves monks, but there are so many of them. Many men I've interacted with. If I have like 3 contacts, one of them has even gone off the rail, has completely off the society. Only once in a while that he even come online. He's there. The last time I spoke with him, he stays in one remote place now, so he doesn't even bother about internet connectivity or anything. It's only when it comes to that he uses his, he goes online, you know. So, but in Nigeria, people are so scared, probably because of African culture, this thing. So, they always assume that it's bad to proudly call yourself a monk, or to say, in fact, it's bad to say that you don't fuck women, you don't have sex with women. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you are too scared about how they will define you when you call yourself a monk. But then I don't even understand. I mean, the other day, why I'm saying this is, it's as if people think that they don't criticize me even when I say publicly that I'm a monk. I probably am the only person in Nigeria, or one of the person in Nigeria, that have been criticized worse than any other person you ever know. There's no name that have not been called. Either you are a homosexual, or I'm gay, or I'm impotent, or I'm an incel. What's how they define involuntary celibate? Or maybe you can't get a woman, so you're hiding under a monk. There are so many things. Okay, let me give you an example. I think just recently, one of these Saturdays, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, one of these past Saturdays, I was at a workshop, mechanic workshop. So one guy drove in 206, which I believe, I eventually got to understand that the vehicle belongs to him. So I think something happened. He beat it, and then he now resorted to all this normal greeting that doesn't even make sense. People asking you about your well-being as if they actually care. So he now asked, how is your wife and children? So, which of course I always say, I just responded, oh, I'm a monk. The next thing that came out of his mouth, the next question that he asked me was, are you impotent? And I didn't react in the way that he insulted me. Like I always say in all my videos, consider every Nigerian as a scammer until he proves himself otherwise, or until he proves that he's not one of the scammers. But once you meet any Nigerian, that should be your the first thing to do, if you don't want to be scammed. So I was like, let me give him benefit of the doubt by not what do I say it? By not condemning him. Maybe he was not insulting me, so let me not judge him yet. That he's probably asked an innocent question with an innocent mind. So I now asked him, I now said to him, would it make any difference if I tell you that I'm not impotent? In other words, that's exactly the words I use. Will it make any difference if I tell you I'm not impotent? In other words, what I meant was, will you believe me if I tell you I'm not impotent? He said no. He doesn't. He just want me to say it, to use my own words to answer him. He now repeated it again. This time in a mocking tone. Are you impotent? So, of course, he now proved. Like I said, you have to, until the person proves himself that is this or that. So he has proven yes that his intention was to insult. So I now said, if you believe I'm impotent, then I'm impotent to you. That's all I said to him. Can you add any other word? If you believe I'm impotent, then I'm impotent to you. That's as in word to word. This was what I said. And I walked away. So when that happened, because there are a lot of mechanics in that workshop, so I could see that they were angry with the man. So they started saying, called him, I started saying that at me. I walked away because already, even though I know I've been getting that kind of questions or name calling before then, but it kind of upset me, the way, that I initially didn't want to judge him, thinking that maybe he was just innocent, but I now gave in to the foolishness, because if I ignored him the first time, I probably wouldn't have been, wouldn't have bothered me, so I was mad at myself for even giving him that chance to continue with that insult. So that was why I got upset. So I walked away from them. I was in the workshop, I walked away the other. So I think some hours later, because I went there to actually do something. So some hours later, he now walked up to me, he now started saying that he came to apologize. Sorry for our earlier discussion. That the mechanics there told him so many things about me, and one of the things he actually came was that his battery, he has bought a fake battery twice and none of them lasted. So he now came to see if mechanics they know any reliable person or trustworthy person that can actually give him, he can buy a good battery from. And then I told him, even the person, so he now said, the mechanics are not saying, yet the person that even they themselves seek such kind of information from, you are the person you are insulting, so that he should come back to me, that when it comes to credible, trusted people that you can buy things from, that will tell you the truth, that this guy is the person that can do it, that will know people that are actually trustworthy, or that people that when he sends to you, once they know that it's Lion King that sent this person and they confirm it's from you, even if they've been lying to other people, they will not lie to that person that's come from Lion King. So that please, he came to see, so I should give him a contact. He's pleading, so I'll give him a contact of a person that he could get the battery from. As I was just saying that, I was just like, ha! Honestly, that was what I was just thinking in my mind. Ha! Hey guys, if be who you, I don't know why. I said, what would they do? I mean, that's where I'm coming from with this video. What would people actually do if you tell them you're a celibate or you're a monk? The worst thing they can do is to start to call you names, to make mockery of you, to criticize you, that you can't, poor you. No woman is accepting you to have sex with them. To them, that's the reason for being a man. Ability to woo a woman, right? To woo a woman, that's the main thing. In fact, that's what defines you a man. Once you can get any woman, once you can get a woman to like you, to allow you to have sex with him, that means he's a man. That's the only thing about life. That's what I don't even know how we have to do. So be proud of who you are. I am. I don't even after that incident, it doesn't stop me. Once you ask me, I'll tell you. Who cares? If you now prove to me that you are one of the idiots, men that they have been so emasculated that the only thing that actually still makes you a man is just the penis you have between your legs, I'll walk away from you. We won't bother, Yeah, hold on. So I won't even bother communicating with that. I'll just cut out that person. That's what I do. I don't waste time. I always tell people there are billions of human beings in this life. Why would you waste time on 100 or even 1 million people, when there are billions of people that probably out of the billions, 100 or 50 or more millions are even interested in what you have to say, or like you, or actually like you as an individual, or your style of living, and you're wasting your time on some ingrates. You just walk away from them. So that's what I do. I don't waste time. Once I see somebody who shows that two of us don't vibrate together in the same frequency, I move. So I will encourage you, if you're out there, I know that person Probably, I don't think he will know about this channel. I'm talking about that my former classmate who is also a monk or celibate. He doesn't call himself monk, but he says he's a celibate, no sex, no woman, no child, so he prefers that lifestyle. Now, for those who probably may want, I understand that some men don't want to, they don't want to get married. They don't want married life, but they want children. So they find it very difficult to, it becomes a big problem for them. They want children, but they don't want married life. They don't want to be anybody's husband. So it becomes a problem. So sometimes they will not be forced to get married because for the sake of having children. You don't necessarily have to. Honestly, you don't necessarily have to be a married man if you want kids. I'm not talking about producing babies, 2 baby mamas. No, that's even out of the question. I'm talking about there are many options. You can do surrogacy. You can even adopt. Maybe if you want to have a child also, or you can even, for example, I have nephews, so to them, I consider them as mine as well. They are my blood. So the way I just handle anything, if I had let's assume I have a son or directly from me, it's the same way I'll treat them, because I take my brothers and my sisters same way. So anything from them is almost the same to me. So why would I? For example, what does it really matter if that child, if it actually came from your penis, the sperm that produced the child came from your penis? I mean, come on, give it 1 or 2 generations. Probably too long, your lineage will be gone. So people focus so much on, I don't want my bloodline to just vanish like that. I want it to continue. Who told you that? All it takes is 2 or 3 marriages between your son, your grandkids. You are gone. Maybe what will now remain in that your bloodline will be 5% is even too long. Maybe just 1 small percent. And when it is completely gone. It's not about name. If it's name, anybody can choose and answer your name. So I don't understand this thing about the bloodline. See, if you are gone, see, once you bleed your last and boom, you are out. It's over. It doesn't matter whether you have 50 children, whatever that is going on there, when you are gone, you are gone. It means nothing. I'm not saying having a child is a bad thing. I'm not saying it doesn't matter if that is what you want. But to make it like, that's the most important thing in his life. I mean, no, that's a lie. I don't know why people, I can understand that a lot of people define life differently. They see life as the purpose as a man that you came here is to struggle from childhood so that you can be able to start making money and then be able to attract a woman and then be able to start producing children and be able to get a job or something to be able to feed those children, and then you are gone. That is their life purpose. That's what they believe a man's purpose is all about in this life. There's nothing wrong with any of that. But just because a family man doesn't mean your life has ended there. You can, every other thing surrounds about providing for children, providing for your wife. I'm not here to tell you about marriage, but I'm saying it doesn't have to be that if you want a child, it must come from your blood directly, straight from your penis. The sperm that will produce that child, that has to be from your penis. I mean, what even makes you think that your child will even be one of the things that will kill you? You know how many men that have died because of when their child grew up and become a menace, not just to the family but to the society, to the point that it will eventually give the man heart attack and kills the man, the father, because of the attitude of the son. Some sons even pull the gun or knife and stab their own father, kill the man. Not just his attitude led to the father's death. Even based as in directly. Some even conspired, hired assassins to kill the father. Probably because of the wealth or something that the father is not releasing to him. So he wants to grab it by force. I mean, so many things. So this idea of it must be my blood, I don't even know. I can't tell you otherwise, because it means the way you see reason about life is different from mine. So this video will not even help. I can't be able to convince you. I don't even want to convince anybody by trying to explain what this physical life actually means. You know, so if that is what you really want, just get a kid, find a way to have a child if that's what you want. Me, I have no interest, zero, completely nada. You know, if I want to talk to, you know, I see my nephews. Yeah, all I think about is I just wish or hope I stay alive until you guys grow up, so that we get to do manly things together. I get to show you some of these things that you probably may not get it from the society, because society is going more feminine. In fact, it's difficult now to actually express masculinity. Masculinity is now termed bad, even by men, not just women, or the entire society. Masculinity is now is a toxic thing. It's a very bad thing to even to consider, to train a child into, or to allow a child to express, not to think of men. So I always feel when they grow up, because right now I don't really have that kind of permission to do that until they grow up. Then they can actually have a mind of their own. So if I'm there, yeah, some of these things I do, even videos, even the book I'm writing. Specifically, I'm writing that book not to even publish it. I have no intention to publish that book, but rather I will put it and then instruct or tell my siblings, say if I'm no more there, this and that, give it out to these children. That will be one of the things. Let them read and actually understand there are certain things about life they may not get from school, or even from their parents or the society. At least let them even know and then make their choice on how they still want to live their life. At least give that person the choice to know some of these things and let him decide, rather than cutting off that information completely, which is more like brainwash. You know, so if you want to be a monk, it's a very good lifestyle, honestly. I mean, some people even call me a masturbator. That all I do is to masturbate. You know, it's very funny when you listen to this thing. I actually feel pity for men that say these things, because it kind of shows you that their validation as being a man is through vagina. As for them to feel that they are man is because they can have sex. That women is allowing themselves, so that's the only thing that makes them feel man, that they are men. Oh, is that bad when I see people? So don't feel bad about being. If you want to be a monk, I mean, come on, look at it this way. I know I've said it before. Okay, most people, from what I've observed, I've experienced so far, 90% or even not 95% of people that actually call me all these kind of names, you are gay, you are blah, you are impotent, you are this, blah, because you are saying you're a monk, we are all those things, fine. Most of the people that say those things are Christians. I'm not saying this to attack Christians. I'm just telling you what I have been experiencing all this while. Why telling people I'm a monk, I don't want to marry, I'm not interested in having children. Are Christians, not even Muslims, not even pagans, not even any of this. No, Christians. To be honest, I can't remember any Muslim that have ever said that to me. I don't even participate in any religion, but I'm telling you, it's not like I'm defending them. No Muslim guy or Islamic person that passes Islamic religion have ever said this to me. Yeah, normally they will always say, wow, you don't want to get married, this and that. What happened? Please, they were like, okay, wow, that's a tough choice. Stuff like that. But they've never had anyone even criticize or do this. But Christians, so there is the thing. The logic now that sometimes I wonder how stupid are most of these Christians. You are calling me, oh, because I choose not to marry, that I'm a gay, or that I'm impotent, or, you know, in other words, I'm bad to the society for choosing not to marry. Yet, you are worshiping a man that did not marry. As in, how stupid are these people are that even they are logical, that they have no sense of logic at all in themselves. Because I've also passed through Christian religion, so it's not like they will even brainwash you or make you so. In fact, Christianity itself, yeah, even though they want to limit some of the things you do and the knowledge, but they still allow you to, to apply logic in some of the things you do based on their teachings. So you say that now I don't even understand, because it's as if it's not even Christianity that is doing them, making them to think that way. If they don't even think, it's not even thinking, because if they think, they will even know. The man you call Jesus, who I respect so much, I don't see him as a God, but I respect him so much because I got to know him outside the religious, the Christian literature, doctrine. That's how I got to know him more. What he did, what he came for, his mission and everything. But that same man, he did not marry. He didn't have any kid. How come you are worshiping him? Yeah, you are condemning another man who also is doing the same thing, who choose not to marry. Yet you are worshiping the man that did not marry. Yeah, you don't want another person that don't want to marry. Oh, that person is bad. Oh, so what you are saying that Jesus is also impotent, or was impotent when at that time as a God. Jesus also was a homosexual. As far as I'm concerned, I'm putting it back to you guys. If your belief is that for choosing not to marry, that something is wrong with me, then your Jesus, something was wrong with him. Your Jesus was a homosexual. Your Jesus was a gay. Your Jesus was impotent. Your Jesus couldn't even get laid. No woman will accept him. So he decided not to do that. Okay, he will not get married, to hide under that. Keep Jesus aside. All the apostles of Jesus, how many of them were married throughout the missions? How many? So what you're saying is, all of them, these apostles that you pray to, ask him to seek for, what is it called? Forgetting what they call that prayer. You use their name to intercession, prayer of intercession, to intercede for you, to do all those things. So what you're saying is, they were also gay. All your apostles that you worship, sort of, or you don't worship, however I want to put it, but it's part of your Christian belief. You put front. So they are all gay men, they are all homosexuals, they are all impotent, or they are all incels. They couldn't even involuntarily celibate. Oh, all of them, the women rejected them to that time. So they chose, instead of that, they now decided, oh, let's follow Jesus, because we are so weak and pathetic that no woman will accept us. So because of that, let's go and do this work. Yeah, that's what you're saying. So I don't care. I'm putting it back to you. Likewise, all the Christian saints, St. Augustine, and this and that, there are so many of them. I don't even know where to start and where to say. Since I don't even know if did any of them even get married at all. I can't even remember anyone. So I can't right now. So if all of them did not marry, they were all impotent, they were all gays, they were all homosexuals, they all whatever, all those names you be calling me, that's what they are. Likewise, all the prophets in the Bible, all that your Bible you are holding, how many of them got married? All those prophets of God so far, right? How many of them get married? So if none of them got married or had children and they chose to live celibate life, they were all homosexuals as well. They were all gays. They were all lesbian. Well, prophet then, they were I don't think was there any woman. They were all males. So gays or homosexual, they were all impotent. They couldn't get laid. Name it. All those things you are calling me, fine. They were also the same. Now let's try another logic. I know you will not say, oh, but they were doing the work of God. He was a God. I'm referring to Jesus now. So why would a God get married? Oh, so you mean why would a God get married? It means so marriage is a bad thing. Oh, why would God have sex? So sex is a bad thing. No, like I said, let's go philosophical. Let's go get logical here. If sex is that bad, why would you? If sex is good, why would Jesus not engage in it? Oh, but Jesus didn't engage in sex because he's bad. He's a God. Why would God lower himself to such a bad human thing? Oh, so now, why is that not a problem to me if I choose not to engage in what your God did not engage in? Then why is it not bad that I choose to follow your God path, what your God did? But for you, it shouldn't, because what your God did. I thought Christianity is saying follow the life Jesus Christ lifestyle, follow his examples. So if he didn't have sex, he didn't get married, why is it not a problem when somebody is following his footsteps? That was, let me try another logic itself. If you are saying the apostles, the prophets, all those men, I've even forgotten, the Pope, all the Reverend Fathers, Christian, Catholic Reverend Fathers, if all these men, the prophets, the apostles, they choose not to marry, and now you will say, but because they are men of God, they are doing God's work. Fine, yes, they are doing God's work. So meaning anyone who wants to do God's work shouldn't get married. If you want to do God's work, fine. Now, anybody who is married means you are not doing God's work. So which work are you doing? The devil's work, right? Because it has to be one. Yeah, either this or that. So if you are married, when you are saying people who are not married are doing God's work, it means you that is married, you are not doing God's work. So you are doing the devil's or this Lucifer's work, or the all those bad names they have in the Bible, Lucifer, devil, whatever. That's what we are doing for you. So you are not doing the what God is supposed. A person that actually wants favor from God, you are not doing it. You are doing the other. So, like I said, if some of the reason why I'm saying this is unfortunately, because it's an unfortunately, more than 90% of people that have been criticizing celibate or monks are the Christians. They are the Christians. The same Christians that they are even the one to be practicing this life more than others. They are the one even criticizing. So to show you that, trust me, you see those people that crucify Jesus, the current Christians now, majority of the current Christians now are even doing worse than what they did to Jesus during that crucifixion. They are even doing worse than that, as in they are stabbing him at the back, doing almost the opposite of everything he has ever taught. I know this video is taking long, I don't care. So at the end so I'm just coming for those who want to practice this monk life. Listen to all this logic I've said, because that's one good thing about when you go this kind of life. It makes your mind, as you start using your masculine mind. If you want to get married, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a desire you want to, to satisfy, to have children, to have a woman, to do this. Nothing wrong with women. So likewise, there's nothing wrong with men. We all came here to experience life in various ways, with various energies, either through masculinity or femininity. One is aggressive, one is soft. But now it's only soft. Softness that is good. Anything that aggressive is bad, is devilish. So every man is supposed to behave like a woman. Every man is supposed to have women traits, or talk, even talk like women. Yeah. I know someone will say, what about your voice? Your voice is there. Yeah, well, what will I do? At least I know I didn't come to this world with this voice. Those who know me from childhood know when this thing happened, when my voice changed to this. So I'm not here to even start telling you, yes, I know, at least, yeah, I may sound like a woman from my tone, the voice that comes out, but my message doesn't speak femininity in any way, shape, or form. So my masculine energy, my masculinity is still intact. So if you want to criticize, call me whatever you want to say, but your voice is like a woman. Yeah. In fact, I always tell people that why are you even bothered if somebody say you are impotent? Because look at it this way. Which man is even perfect? As in naturally, biologically, everything about the man. Which man is actually everything is there 100%? That's why I don't know why people allowed others to, to actually make them feel inferior. Not a single being, not a single thing in this life is 100%. There must be something that makes you different from others. Either the man, okay, you have a deep voice of masculine voice, or does this thing, he's short. Either he is tall and he do this thing, but something like mine, the voice. Either you have everything, you have the height, you have the distance, maybe your sperm doesn't produce children. Either you do this, or there must be something about you, no matter how you want to portray to the world that you are, no, you are the real man. There must be something biologically about you that makes you not 100% being. So if somebody is telling you, yeah, you are impotent, and you're actually impotent. Maybe you try to impregnate women, you couldn't. So because of that, you suddenly don't even want to bother about marriage anymore. So fucking what? If that is the case. So why would you feel bad when even the person criticizes you has something also that is not that makes it not a complete 100% man? So why don't? But see, like I said, at the end of the day, you don't even know who is going to wake up the next morning. Maybe after this video, I may not even get to or live to publish it. I may not even be able to do it. Maybe before you know it, I'm gone. I'm no longer breathe. And you are worried about somebody who may not even be alive tomorrow. Who even know who get to live, and you are there bothered? Guys, live your life. Come on, live it. Let them say. Like I said, look at the Wright brothers. Were they married? The people that actually invented plane. They were all married. How many children did they have? Yet their name live forever. Look at Isaac Newton. I'm not a scientist, but I think he was the one that produced electricity or something. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Yet, until now, the name lives. Was he married? No, he was not. At least what I gathered, unless I'm mistakenly referring it to another person. Look about Nikola Tesla. Was he married? How many children did he have? Look about Jesus. Look at Jesus Christ. Was he married? Yes, the whole world worship him almost right now. So I don't know why people see marriage as if that is the only thing you came to this life to do. If you are a man, that without it you are gone. These people don't even have any child. In fact, look at this car now. Look at this badge. This is a Peugeot car. The person, the founder of this Peugeot, the person that started this company that from how many centuries ago, 18 something or whatever, or 17, I don't even remember again, that started this thing until it now led to what it is today, until it led to production of this vehicle. The person didn't even have a child. I don't know, maybe he was married or something, he had no son. Who took over the company? It was even the nephew. The nephew was the one that when he was no longer there, that took over the company, and they continued. The company continued in the family until today. So why are you so bothered about your lineage, that if you don't want this thing to do? Who told you that your bloodline will continue? Even if you have 20 children, trust me, give it 20 years, 30 years, or what if you are gone. By the time they start intermarry, do all those things, your blood will just reduce. It doesn't even remain. Your DNA or whatever. In these children that will keep coming up from various people with yours, answer your name. At the point you just vanish. So what is even the point? So if you want to get married, just do it because you want to enjoy them while you are alive, while you are physically alive here. Because once you are gone, it's gone. See, it's game over. It's gone. You just move on to other things in life. You even forgot about this place. I mean, even if you want to follow Christian doctrine itself, they said if when you die, you go to either heaven or go to hellfire. Is it when you are heaven enjoying, you still bother about what is going on here? Or is it when you are hellfire, struggling, suffering, that will be wondering, you'll be happy that you have children here? And you are gone, you moved on. Hey, guys, I mean, I know it's hard now to teach some of these things because people, you know, where we even get all these teachings, because it's no longer there. In schools, school curriculums have no room for this kind of intellectual discussion or some, you know, something very this deep. If you go online, it's all about nonsense. There are so many good things online, but mostly as in it's crap. You know, so people just dangle, they keep dangling. At a point, they just have to rely on what other men are saying so that they will be able to live. So please, there's nothing wrong being a monk. Thanks to the person that gave me this. I'm so happy about the drinks. So I hope this video makes sense to people.